There are multiple videos in the YouTube to create a Google form from desktop, but herein I am saying to you from the mobile. So you can Google search for Google Forms and then go into this Google Forms free online survey forms, and you get this personal. So go to Google Personal Forms. Okay, so tap on go to Google Forms in the personal, and herein if you are creating a quiz, you can give your form a title. Say I can give the form a title stating it as test. Okay, you can give a description to the form. Okay, so let it be a trial form, and you have the questions here. Before entering into the questions, you can go into the three button, that is a menu, and you will have the settings over here. So you can go into the settings, and here you have the general options, you have the presentations, how you want to present it, and the quizzes. First go to the quizzes and select this option, make this a quiz. So once you make this as quiz, you can opt for immediately after each submission they can see their grade, or later after manual review. So you can opt for any. You can either opt for later after manual review, or you can opt for immediately. Okay, if you have paragraphs that you want to review, then opt for later after manual review. Otherwise, if you have MCQ or answers that are already being provided, then you can opt for immediately after each submission. Then you can find out whether the respondents can see what options they can, whether they can see the point values, correct answers, and missed questions. So I have given all the options so that they can see the answers. If you are taking an examination, you can unselect this correct answers so that they do not see the correct answers. Okay, so you can go ahead and let them search for the correct answers, or if you're taking an assessment, you can have this correct answers. Then you can go ahead with the presentations. You want to show link to submit another response. I want only single response, so there will be no link. Okay, shuffle questions order. You can always shuffle questions order so that each person gets a different shuffling. Okay, and you can show the progress bar if you wish to, otherwise you may not. Okay, next, after this I go to the general information. You want to collect the email address, so if it is not required, you need not get the email address. You can limit to one response. As I said, that a student will be able to respond only once, and you are not letting them edit after submit. If you want to edit after submit, you can give them that option as well. And see summary, charts and text responses. Yes, and give them the summary, because you have told already it's an assessment that we are doing. And you will have the save button at the top. Here the save button, you will click on the save button. So now you can go ahead with the questions. So when you go ahead with the questions, you can have various questions and you can go for the options. Say if I have a question as when did India get its independence? Okay, when did India get its independence? So it's a multiple. I can go ahead and select whether it's a short answer, paragraph, check box, drop down. So it's a multiple choice. I'm giving it in as options as 1957, 1957, 1937, 1947, and 1857. Okay, So I have this option over here. Now after this, what I will be going is, I will go on with the tick, that is getting. So I will give 2 points to this question, and I will give the correct answer. This is the correct answer, and done. So my first question is done. Similarly, when I try to add the next question, I will click on this plus button. I will click on this plus button and I will go to the second option. Okay, now what are the preventive measures of COVID-19? Okay, so this is, I'm giving it as a checkbox. So what are my options? Wear mask, enjoy holidays, then sanitize yourself, then I can give another option as take medicine. Okay, so now what is here is, now I can go ahead again, clicking on this, I can give the correct options. I have given here, there are 2 options, so let me give it as a 4 points. So you can wear mask is the correct answer, and sanitize yourself is the correct answer. So done. Okay, next I can go ahead with another question. Say I want to have another question as the origin of COVID-19 is, so is, I am giving this as a drop down. Okay, my first option is Wuhan, second option is Delhi, third option is Myanmar, next option is Mumbai. Okay, now I go ahead, I will give my correct answer, and here it is 2 points, and the correct option is Wuhan. So done. So likewise I can go ahead and give the number of questions. Okay, also I can add a section to it. So once the student has completed, either you can do it priorly or you can do it later. You can add next session, and here I will give this session's name as introduction. Okay, and here I will have some questions. I will put this plus button. I will have the person to write the name, and the name is a short answer. It is a required field. And next I will have class, and that is also a short answer, and it is also required. Okay, so these are the 2 options that are required. So you can always, if I want to push this up, you can just select it and push it up. Okay, so you will have this, and when you do this, you can always preview it before you submit. So here you have the preview button. You can preview your questions. So this is how it will look like. So here you will have the total, the marks that is there, you can choose, and you will have the next page wherein you have this asterisk which says it is required, and then the student will submit it. So I go back, and then after that what I do is I will go ahead and I will